Hello, hello. Today is a new day. And in this new day, there's a new drawing. Because that's how, oh, it's not, oops. So, yeah, today is Inktober day 24. The word is rowdy. I don't know what to draw for this. We managed to get reckless as me misusing the forklift, but I truly don't know what to do for today. So when I think rowdy, I think active parties. Someone I asked before for inspiration said cowboys. If I look up the definition of rowdy, we get noisy and disorderly. I'm just a noisy and disorderly person. So, let's see. What I'm thinking, we could get somebody who's excited, hyped up. Something like, this is gonna be horrible, but it's a sketch, you know? You got that. And you got rah, 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 someone screaming, wide-eyed, screaming, rah. That's what I'm thinking, right? For rowdy. What is this music choice? Let me see some. Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, this is mostly upbeat and workout and energetic. That's gonna be fun. And shuffle. This is gonna be an interesting playlist to listen to today. As for this, over the size, of course. If we stick with something like this, raw, we go. They gotta be leaning forward. This looks so freaky. Okay, we could also just draw a crowd of people. Going all woo! Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I'm thinking. What kind of person is more rowdy than a rock guitarist? You know, those are the kinds of people who lick their guitars during solos and do weird things otherwise during the concerts. Or would that be, yeah, they do the guitars, they go crowd surfing, or would that be the singers? We can also go for like a imposing speaker. Two smaller tweeters down here. Having this little shake around. That could be a good rowdy, I suppose. Because, well, it's a speaker. We want noisy. We want a bit noisy. We want a little bit of chaos. I misspelled chaos. There, that counts. Little. That's what we want. Noisy, chaotic. Doesn't need to be bombastic. Because someone could be rowdy with while being somehow unreasonable and on hype. Let's see. Something that's coming to mind. I'm getting really hooked on the speaker idea. Do something like this. I can deal with the moving this thing later. Yeah. Something like this. That's where we get two massive speakers. Tweeters at the bottom. Get rid of fireflies for now. Something like this. And then visualizer. I mean, I'm letting the music dictate a lot of this for me right now, I'll be honest. This could probably have to move forward a bit. We have this. This is just gonna be like it can just be Rowdy, right? You put Rowdy right here. Because, let's see, I'm going to go back to the definition. Definition of rowdy is specifically noisy and disorderly. Rock music is, music is really noisy. That's all it is. It's noise. Beautiful noise, I would specify. And rock music is pretty disorderly, especially punk, because that's the whole, anti-disestablishmentarianism, or anti-establishment sentiment-ish. I'm not a big rock or punk knower. But yeah, I think something like this. Ooh, or we could also have someone on top. Let's make them lean forward. That's what I want. Rock on. They got a little. And they got a little mohawk going on here. And a little microphone. I think that could work out. I like that idea. And the space it takes is kind of big. It's right. How many? Are we a week away? Yeah, we have 1 week left of Inktober after this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1 week left. I think if we're conservative with the rest of our space, we could make it. Especially, fireflies. I'll move fireflies a little bit down here. Oh, we can also reorganize later. But for now, fireflies has got to go. Okay, rowdy sketch. I like this. We'll work with this. So, we got a font going on. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to erase, but I gotta. Just so I can move the equalizer up. There we go. Get that. Doesn't have to be perfect, of course, it's a sketch. I'm gonna get rid of some of this motion lines to make these easier to look at. think I'm gonna stick with a simple figure, not an actual like super detailed person for the rocker. No. This doesn't have to be exact, but I want at least a solid idea of what's going on for all this stuff. Here we go. And the equalizer can be over here. A little further behind. So thinking straight down here, straight down. There we go. I really like that. This. This could be a little screen here. This screen here will be the equalizer. This needs to be it needs to be clear that it's like a sloped surface. All right.
Wait.
Look at this. Look at this bottom line. I'll just have to be. There we go, straight like that. Like this. And hopefully this part will make it clear that it's a slope. Like this. This here. And maybe having someone on top will help. Also have a bunch of knobs and tracks. I know equalizers love having their knobs and sliders. That. Then we got the little this distractions. Transfer mode. There we go.
Wait.
There we go. Mohawk. There we go. Hold on, I wonder if I could. Do that. It's so weirdly detailed. I'll just You can do that sticks, yeah. 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 Yeah, I'll figure this out later. There we go. I think something like this could work out a lot. You know, cable from the bottom. Alright. And this could work out. So let's get to the line art. I'm gonna start with the speakers. They're gonna be a dark gray. Straight. These are some long lines. Okay, that's fine so far. And with this stuff being this needs to be clean. I'll shave a little bit off the side here. There we go. Speakers are gonna be oof. Ooh, look at that clean line. At least I hope it's clean. I gotta take a look. Yeah, it's a clean line. Oof. Okay. Alright. Yeah, alright, let's clean up these lines a little bit because they're a bit too sticky outy. Ooh, what did I do? Undo. I somehow erase everything with a single swipe. That was weird. What? This. Mix of the two. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm gonna skip it just because lyric music usually has more copyright protection. Ugh. Oh, I see. It's loading the next song. I love this system. I love YouTube being super slow and taking a long time to load. Equalizer. Go. Gee, if I wanted this to be straight again, I would go for something like. This is an interesting song. I do prefer it like that. Okay. Clean this up a little bit. Be a nice intersection over here. Let's just redo this bit right here. This line right here is bugging me a little bit. It needs to be. It needs to treat this like a corner, not a round or like a hard corner. Not a soft one. What the heck? Erase this line. Feels like it sounds like some things like a tire is burning out. That's what it sounds like. Or not a tire, but yeah, the driver is doing a burnout or skidding. Right? Like, it's not just me, right? You guys hear that? This wall has a little bite taken out of it. Big shots. Just a little bit of soft here. Just so I can give the color enough time, like enough room to pop. And lovely. There we go. Lines. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I want big, huge, gigantic circles here for the speakers. Look at that. I love them. They're not perfect circles, but they're perfect enough for me. There we go. Maybe this one could have like 3 medium-sized circles, because it's clearly a different shape from the other speaker. There we go. Lines of perspective going on here. Here. We can clean up the circles here. I don't know how noisy my chairs. I feel like my chair's making a lot of noise when I lean forward and such to erase or select things with my mouse. There you go. We go like, ooh, we can also go like, ooh. Because, you know, speakers have a lot of cables going out the back. There we go, save. Let's get some details going. I want this to be the equalizer screen, maybe the equalizer itself, the little bars, and the knobs and dials and such. Most of which do have to unfortunately be black. We got little dots for aux cords and other cords. Let's go ahead and actually undo that and lower our size. Put this back down to 4. I want this to be small details. Go. Make a little status screen right here. It won't be the equalizer, of course. That's at the bottom. I love drawing. It's so fun and awesome, and I get to do many fun things. And also straighten this one out a little bit. There we go. Heck yeah, this looks fire. Let's go ahead and just do this. I cannot darken this at all. Okay, fine then. There we go. Lower this a lot, expecting it to be, make sure it's mostly, you know, this line, these lines here, not really the, get that one to lower. Okay. Okay, maybe a little bit down here. Save. I like that a lot. I guess these wires could have also been details, but alright. I'm gonna do a little interesting thing here. I'm gonna go slightly blue. But I'm gonna go really, really dark blue. There we go. And this will be right here. And up. Try again. Try again. Try again. Wait. Why do I instinctually go down with this? If I try to stay up, I end up going like that. How would you do it? Alright, fine, I'll take this. Do this for the I guess knobs. So go back to black for this. For this I want to go here and I want to like, I guess there's not really any point in that. We'll put this behind here and this will be the EQ. Details, I'll just leave these as go. Cool. And the EQ itself. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we can use this gradient to our advantage. Start with this magenta and make bars that go all the way up to the yellow at the end here. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna make 2 per, because I don't think there's that many colors to it. Well, maybe actually. This. Okay, this is next time. That's the next one. This. I'm probably gonna have to go over this stuff with different colors, or with a little offset on the gradient. Just because there's not much room to work with. Yeah, I'll do all this. Okay. Alright, we'll start from the beginning. Let's use this only. Let's start over here. Ooh. There we go. There, that's the 4th now. Gotta remember which one I'm in the order, because otherwise I'm gonna forget and it's gonna look weird. And because sometimes these things go wrong for whatever reason. Oh. Almost. Yeah, look at this. This is, we're halfway through here, halfway through the equalizer, which is good. That's a plan. That's what we want. There we go. There we go. This is looking good. I'm gonna need to make up one color after this. Well, that's maximum yellow. Huh. Go a little towards the green side of things. Yeah. There we go. I like that a lot. If we could have a little, ooh. I'm gonna need the background to be black for a little bit. Alright, let me do this. Alright, let me cook. Let me cook here. This could be incredible if I do this correctly. Go back here. Go back to the details, not the EQ, because well, lower this to 1. In between the EQ and the details. I wonder if I could go with oh, go to here. All right. Yeah, 2 is what I need. There we go. Okay. Do something like this. And then we go this, create a little gridscape. Sweet. Let's find the EQ actually. Oh heck yeah, that'll look sick. Save. Right, background can go back to white. Yeah. So I'm gonna need some EQ colors right here. So grid. Okay. On top of the line art. Actually, just go behind it. Rocker. This guy's off his rocker. I don't think I should make this. Well, I think it'll be fun if I make it though. If I make a black stick figure. Yeah. Yeah, that could look good enough. This, alright. There we go. There we go. And let's look for a different grade. Give this guy. This is an interesting bit of music. We can start right here. Go. Got this. Like that. We can erase this. Go this. And there we can use the effects the blur effects to our advantage. Tiny the size. There we go. We can also have oh wait, do this. There we go, and we can also use this to our advantage. Oops. Let's go with a deep. There we go. Effects. This. Give the green a little bit more leeway. Purple one a little. Okay. So this will transition to purple as it goes back. Now we want the microphone. That's gonna be the rough part, because microphone. Maybe if I get rid of this guy's hand a little bit. Wrong color. Oops. This. Okay. Okay. Now we have the. Oh wait, I already have microphone. Microphone. Make this dark gray. Alright, like this. So we can have a little. We have that as a little microphone head, and then we get this right here. As the microphone itself. It's gonna be kind of rough to make out the details. Let's readjust the hand here. Readjust the arm. There we go. Rocker holding out that. Give the rocker a little bit more size, a little more presence. Oh, this needs to be purely black. Do this. There we go. Black stick figure. That way we can't really mix anything up. There we go. Oh, microphone should also have a cord. It can be same color as this. There we go. Save details. I forgot to give these speakers the little inner things. No lyrics, please. It makes it hard to listen to me, the important part of the stream. It's gonna take a while to load the next song. Peace. go. Speaker. We're built for tough. By for tough, I mean buck tough, because I can't use copyrighted franchises, corporations, trademarks, whatever they're called, without express permission from the owners. There we go. Hoorah! Okay. Color. Rowdy color. We'll pull this together. These things, slightly lighter colors. Get me some slightly bigger brush. I think this will work out. Bigger. There we are. Well, you have to use some kind of shading to make the inside of these speakers differently colored from the actual body. Maybe the speakers themselves can be blue. Well, this is just part of the line, so. Coloring in is my favorite thing. So simple. Even a child could do it. That's why children learn how to do it, because they can. EQ, I think we're gonna give the board itself like a nice blue, nice dark blue. That way it still keeps in with the color theme. Or color palette? That's probably what I mean to say. There we go. One speaker done, one more to go, and then an EQ, and then rock on! Let's go. Heck yeah. Every single time is the time. Ooh, I have an idea for like a nice visual, interesting thing we could do with the speakers. And it comes with like, what if we made it look like it was dripping paint? Not like, you know, actually dripping paint, but that like that was part of the speaker's visual aesthetic, you know? Someone painted it to look like it was drippy. That'd be pretty rockin', I'd say so. Dripping speakers, or fire. Flame patterns are a bit, I don't want to say overdone, but they are a bit overdone. There we go. There we go. We'll do this. heck yeah. After this stream, I'm probably going to do a little visual test with my monitor, see how well I can optimize the contrast and brightness. Aw, heck yeah. Okay. Let's get the face of the equalizer right now. Right. There we go, something like that. Perfect. There you go, fill that in. I'll have to fill in the knobs too to be black, or at least separate from the blue that is this. Alright, knobs should be darker, a very, very dark blue. Like this. Darker, practically black with a hint of blue. There we are. This little screen here is going to be, I don't know how to describe it, but like a black screen, or a screen emitting black. That's what I want from this, which is going to be really tough because I want black, a little bit of blue because screens are blue, desaturated, obviously dark. It's like this, I think, maybe. Right? Nah. Slightly lighter. Hello, red shirt. Thanks for the hydration. I was thirsty. Cheers. Something like that might work. Maybe drawing a Rowdy today. Hoorah. Like this, and we can draw little details on what the screen could just. The screen itself could say Rowdy. Perfect. Alright. Let's get a nice. Right here, a nice desaturated blue gray here for the sides. That's weird. This is kind of lyrics. I'm gonna skip songs that have lyrics. I don't know if this counts. I'm gonna leave it just for now. We're just gonna gently ease our way through this outline of the screen. What is that? Is that that's part of the grid? Yeah, part of the grid. The color. Okay, now here we gotta be really careful. We can do this. So I gotta pick a color for the background. I originally was gonna have this be. Let's see. I was originally gonna have the screen be the kind of light gray black. Light gray is this, but I'm not sure. I'm having second thoughts about it. Because we have this. We got vaporwave colors already. No, let me see. Hi, Uniform. Hello. Vaporwave color. Let me see. I have a color palette right here. Alright, vapor.
I get down.
Alright, so vaporwave color is right around here. Bring this down over to the. I really like how this looks like this. It's surreal. I wonder, would this look good? It would not look good as the background. Okay, put this over here. We have the magenta. We have a sort of blue. We're missing green. We got purple on the end here, magenta in between, and yellow here. So it looks like green is the only viable option for the equalizer background, if we're sticking with a vaporwave-ish. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna color in everything with one color. Probably green.
I get down.
That's an interesting way to go with the song. Admittedly not a big fan of where the song is doing. I'm gonna lower the volume. I'm gonna cheat on the music a little bit. Skip out on it a little bit. There you go. I think that's a nice green. So we'll just fill out the whole screen with this green. Right? Oh wait, Rowdy color. Yeah, we can cover up this. Okay. There we go. Carefully go along the edge here, because we'd like to color within the lines. Okay. There we are. Simple like this. Okay, so we get the grid shown off. Other side. I'm thinking. What am I thinking? There we are. Save and fix up the little edges that I may have gone over. Ooh, actually, hold on. Open this thing right. Ooh! Where's the Rowdy line art? What is this part of? Part of the details? Yeah, okay, there we go. What else has a green escape? A little bit over here, I see. Yoink! On the on the color. Just want the outside of this outline to remain this little neutral gunmetal blue. Details, got it. This. Notice your link for the banner. Oh, thank you. I would appreciate that actually. Yeah. Let me see, because that would be on my. I guess on Twitch. That's where you are. Let me go mute this up so I don't accidentally say silly things. I don't care, Dashboard. Manager. Is it the manager I want? No, it's not that. Okay, yeah, I see that. Sweet, sweet. I do probably need to get to the stream manager because it's gonna be like, oh, this is flagged for a link. Complete all thus far. Go. All right. Well, I'll always be ready for the link to change whenever you manage to get it to me. Yoink. Get back to here. Okay. Save. Get to the Rowdy color. And I'll take this light blue. There you go. Okay. Let's do something interesting with this. Whew. We're gonna do this. Take the size. I think that I'm gonna like that. Just do a simple pass over with the mouse. Maybe I can actually do a little purple too. Little soft amount of purple here, especially in the corners. Lower the size a lot so we can go here. And max opacity here. Nah, lower the opacity. Like this. Nah, this is fine. All right, let's go fix up these colors. There you go. I probably should have made the screen a separate layer, honestly, if I wanted to do that. Then the cleanup wouldn't be so intense or so involved. It is fine. We got a pretty equalizer for our pretty Rowdy. A little bit down here. Okay, and fix the speaker. Perfect. All right. EQ underneath this. We're gonna do the color. Color roll. We use this. Actually, let's go backwards from here. This one I'm gonna have to take the color because I made it up. But yeah, here. Take this color actually. There we are. It doesn't have to be so exact. This, it's a screen. Well, I mean, screens are often thingamabobs. What am I saying? I don't know. What I do know though is that this equalizer is about to get pumping. Next one right here. Yoink. One. Fourth. And little bit at the bottom. We want this to have this have a solid base. Here, perfect. So glad I can just use the eyedrop tool. That's why I'm a digital art preferrer to do. There we go. Back. There we go. Next one. And raise the volume a little bit. There we go. There we go. Should be too loud. If it is, let me know. I'll lower it. But yeah, I just had it lowered for that one song that had odd lyrics, question mark. And I just played it safe, relatively safe. You should be over elsewhere. That. So I'm over here now. Okay. What's that over here? I think that one's for this. Okay, so I think this one goes here. And that one needs, oh, hold on. Let's go ahead and select you. That's the closest thing to have. One more orange would be, oh, would be its color. That's fair. Anyway, so 2 more. And 2. There we go. This one. This is where we're at. There we go. Oh, heck yeah. Sick violin playing. What is this, Lindsay Sterling? Okay, it's obviously not her. She would have copyrighted music that I wouldn't be able to play on stream. Yep. There we go. That's pretty darn saturated stuff. Love it. Look at that. Equalizer. Easily the prettiest thing on this. Alright, actually let's go to the color here. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit darker, but not fully black. That way we can color in these black parts of the speakers without feeling bad about make them visually distinct. There we go. Look at this pretty thing. There we go. Maybe I should change this middle bits to be all black. Because this isn't fully black. But it's near black. Oops. What? Slowly but surely, this rowdiness is coming together. tweak a little bit. But... Alright, let's try this. Rowdy line art. This is not the line art? Oh, this is the details, isn't it? I mean, it's hard to see on my screen, but you guys can see the difference pretty well. Actually, it's my second monitor. I keep forgetting this is a whole monitor thing. There you go. There you go. And we'll make the speakers more visually interesting with that little decoration or paint, quote unquote, job I spoke about earlier. Color. A little bit up here. Perfect. Alright. What color should the paint be? I'm thinking just a simple white. But I feel like it could be better than that. Well, first of all, let's at least also color this stick figure in. Background. Color. Alright. Background. Turn to black. Maybe not black, so I can actually see what's going on. Magenta should go. There we go. White. Take the color. There we go. So simple. And for the mohawk now. Do this, and halfway through we'll change it out. Go, so this, and then we'll use, let's see if the blur tool can help with this. No, what about this? Smudge tool maybe. There we go. And we can change the background back to white. And then white. Alright. Do this. Grab this color. So someone's up here. What's up with the white here? Rocker. Something's up with that. Alright, there, Rowdy color. There you go, just needs a little bit more love, is all. There we go. Well, that. Oh, maybe this could also be darker. There we go. Okay. A lot of this going on. I think doing some magenta here could work. Maybe more saturated. Alright, let's try something here. We go Let's go fix that one. There you go. You have a little bit of holes, you know, artistic holes here. And let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna start coloring the speakers back in because they need to be protected. Now we go back to this color.
Stay.
There we
Like
go.
it.
There we go. We can do this. There we go. Do this, color this back in. Color in the speakers. I don't want the speakers to be like fully boring. Lyrics. Probably gonna skip these. Let's see what happens after this. Okay, it's only temporary. Cool. I just can't have songs where all this thing is full of lyrics. Otherwise, I might get mistakenly copyright struck. Actually, let's go ahead and go back here. Select this. No! Do this. Here. Massively desaturate it. That way I can give these things a little fake. Paint it on, shines. Go and line art. Let's go ahead and take this and darken it a little bit. That way we can make the lines around here look also painted. Make this bigger, just so I can go for over more at a time. Go. Turn it back to a little bit this way. And color. Save. Heck yeah. We can use some of this color here for the other speaker. Textures. Ooh, hold on. I like I'm thinking. No. I'm just messing around with these little bits right here. Huh. Alright, let's go back to what we were doing before, making these little things painted over. Okay. Make it a little lower on this one. Actually, what if we just change this one to be little tentacles going over, you know? This. Dog bark? Who's barking like a dog? Really. I'm losing track of which tentacle is where. That's fine, I think. This can be fine because it's like bent around the corner. So, okay. There we are. Okay. What? This is not Christmas. Christmas funk, Brazil. I never thought I'd hear that. Or anything like that. Alright. Make this purple. Alright. Each of these tentacles is gonna have a purple little side to them. Which I'm gonna have to worry about those suckers for. Let's go this way with this one. Okay, I think I'm putting together plans. You know what? We'll just do this. You know what? Actually, better. Yeah, let's just. I really should have made these separate layers. Ugh. Let's just Alright, that's gonna cause issues with that. Let's go with the lighter color then. More green. I really still could make these separate layers if I wanted to. I might just. Well, could I kind of... Yeah, you know what? Let's just undo all this. The whole thing, all of these little thingamabobs. We'll just... I'm not against all the work that needs to be done for the tentacles. I just need to make it on a different layer. So, with the green, is there a better thing we could do with it? Is there better, because we have a little pink slime on one side, can we just do, you know, slime on the other side too? So let's just go do this and slime around. Around here. There you go, so like this. Save this. Take this green. What do we do with it? Well, we could. You could do something like this. Slightly blue. Here. And then we could just color this in. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's something. Good. There we go. Ooh. Right, I forgot. I could just do that. This is some very interesting music. Color it up here. Okay. Save. Do this in the layer 2. Here in the Rowdy color, we just paint these two original. I do like that. I do like this idea. So I'm going to continue it actually. Over here. Right here. There we go. And let's take some white, dark, slightly saturated like a yellow. I'm gonna look for a good brush for this because I'm gonna do a little bit of graffiti here. I don't even know what you did. Blur. Huh. Blender base. The closest thing we have is this. But I don't want to use it. I could use? Probably not. Alright, well, we at least got this. Yeah, I do prefer this one where we can change the size. So let's do this. There you go. What, again? No one asked for that. Do that. Okay. I should not have put it on shuffle. Holy moly. Oh, and I lost my yellow. Ah! That was silly. Okay. Let's try it. I don't even know if this is supposed to have any kind of meaning. I'm just gonna draw a little bit of random graffiti. Okay. You turn this back to normal rotation. There we go. Let's go with some white here, but let's also lower the opacity a little bit. I want some to like a I'm supposed to make a bucket because you know that's my whole thing, you know. All right, one more, a little bit of graffiti here. More tag. Let's rewrite. Let's write just tag. Alright, we can turn this back to this. So as 100% opacity. Here. Here. There. A little bit down here. There we go. Take a little bit of white on the screen. We can write this down now. Oh, let's do the title first of all. Right here. Maybe let's make this actually a little pixel. That's not pixel. Right here. Lower the opacity a little bit. Do like this color, so we can do that and 100% this. Have we already heard this one? I should be inside of details, actually. Let's put the title inside of details. And we'll take the research. And I do want to redo this though. Redo the R. R was weird. There we go. I like this a lot. Take some quick shading here. This hard cut off over here. This is a separate thing after all. X. Raise this a little bit. Use the shading over here. There's no actual duh. Alright. Alright, take some black and white. Black. It's not really gonna be very visible because it's black against dark gray. But I'm hoping it'll at least serve some effect. And raise because I want the whole front side to be a little bit darker than the side. Simply because it's well, further away from the light. It's not facing towards the light that is coming from the EQ. And we can all... Again! Stop it with the Christmas! This is no Christmas! There will be no Christmas! I mean, there will be Christmas, just not right now. This is October! Wait your turn! There we go. Oh, alright. I wonder, adding to details, would it be worth it? Just to add a... I think this could add effects. This could be add to the effect of the whole everything being there we go. I think this will add to the effect. Oh, hold on, you gotta go inside it. You guys go inside of Rowdy. Underneath it. There we go. And we can move Rowdy a little bit up. Okay. Oops. There you go. Remove. Let's see. Background, bring you black. It'll be fine. There we go. So there's Rowdy. I like it. I'm gonna stick with this as it is. I'll post this to the Discord and the Twitter if you want to join those. Links are in the descriptions for the relative platform you're on. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with the next word. Please be good word. Please be good word. It is Inferno. Okay. A nice counter to Arctic from yesterday. A couple days ago, technically. But yeah, thank you very much. I will figure out a nice place to put this. Probably right here. It'll be fine. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.